Today we have 3 rappers who were arrested for PPP loan fraud, starting with Miami-based rapper Money Rod. Hip-hop artist Money Rod called his North Miami Beach company Dreams Come True Records. But Rodney McClain, his official name, is not exactly living the dream. The music producer may be headed to prison. In June, McClain, 35, pleaded guilty to a wire fraud charge involving fleecing a COVID-19 pandemic loan program. He faces as much as 20 years in prison, and though he's not likely to get that kind of prison time based on the outcome of hundreds of similar prosecutions in South Florida, incarceration seems likely. His sentencing is scheduled for August 29 before U.S. District Judge Kathleen Williams in Miami Federal Court. McClain, who is based in the Atlanta area, admitted that he submitted false information about the number of employees, payroll expenses, revenue, and taxes for his music business in his application for a Paycheck Protection Program loan, according to court records. As a result, in May 2020 the hip-hop artist received a PPP loan for $600,157, the basis of his fraud offense, according to court records. He illegally spent more than $100,000 of the proceeds on himself instead of his production company's overhead, authorities said. His defense attorney, Paul Petruzzi, said authorities have clawed back nearly all of the money that McClain received from his PPP loan and plan to collect the rest through forfeiture. McClain, who was arrested in March and remains free on bond, grew up in the North Miami area and initially gained notice for underground solo recordings and then commercial releases, including his single No Help in 2023. He also produces other rappers. McClain's loan was guaranteed by the Small Business Administration as part of the Emergency CARES Act passed by Congress after the coronavirus swept the country in March 2020. Congress authorized $800 billion in loans through private banks to help companies across the country. The loans under this and other pandemic programs were forgiven by the SBA as long as they were used for legitimate purposes, such as employee wages, leases, and utility costs. McClain spent $113,413 of the fraudulently obtained PPP loan proceeds on himself for impermissible expenses rather than on any employees, as required under the SBA program, according to prosecutor Emily Stone with the U.S. Attorney's Office and agents with the Internal Revenue Service. But authorities don't say in the court records whether the rapper spent the money on luxury cars, jewelry, or travel, as so many others convicted of PPP loan fraud did during the pandemic. Authorities are seeking to recover the money McClain spent on himself as part of his upcoming judgment, according to court records. McClain's offense was commonplace during the COVID-19 pandemic in South Florida, recognized as the nation's capital of fraud for ID theft, healthcare, and other financial schemes. Number 2 on the list is none other than singer-slash-rapper Baby Blue, from the R&B group Pretty Ricky. Baby Blue, one of the founding members of Pretty Ricky, had been sentenced to 20 months in prison, back in 2021, on charges including conspiracy to commit wire fraud. The singer, née Diamond Blue Smith, was also ordered to pay over $2 million in forfeiture and restitution after fraudulently obtaining COVID-19 Paycheck Protection Program loans. According to reports, Blue falsified documents and fused false information in order to secure PPP loans at an upwards amount of over $20 million. The first loan in question was for $426,717, with the latter being $708,065. Blue attributed the loans to his companies, ThrowbackJersey.com LLC and Blue Star Records LLC, in an attempt to avoid compensation. As a member of one of the chart-topping acts of the aughts, Baby Blue got himself in hot water by gambling money at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in South Florida, as well as purchasing a Ferrari which was seized upon his arrest. In addition to Baby Blue, 2 others were arrested and pleaded guilty to plotting on how to profit from the PPP scheme. Blue allegedly shelled out more than $250,000 to James Art State and Philip J. Augustine to facilitate the loan. In addition to his legal troubles, Baby Blue is going on the offensive, filing suit against a bowling alley where he was shot on April 18. According to reports, Blue claims the company, which invited him to appear, failed to provide adequate security which could have prevented him from being shot. South Florida Sun Sentinel reports the legal documents reveal few details about the shooting. Baby Blue claims to have suffered permanent and personal injury, including significant scarring and loss of his ability to walk. A few days after the incident, the rapper took to social media to thank his supporters and share details of his injuries. "Thank you everyone for your thoughts and prayers. I'm still in ICU, but I'm on the road to recovery. The bullet traveled through my lungs is stuck in my back. I have to learn to breathe and walk again. I have a great medical team here at the hospital. God got me. Love. Blue." Third on the list is a Memphis rapper who goes by the name Nuke Bizzle. This rapper bragged about defrauding the government's unemployment program in a music video, was arrested on federal charges of carrying out the exact scheme he mentioned in his video, according to the U.S. Department of Justice, DOJ. Fontrell Antonio Baines, 31, who goes by the stage name Nuke Bizzle, was arrested after applying for more than $1.2 million in jobless benefits and using stolen identities in a scheme to fraudulently obtain unemployment insurance benefits under the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security, CARES, Act. Baines, originally from Memphis, Tennessee, but who now resides in the Hollywood Hills in California, was allegedly exploiting the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance (PUA) provision of the CARES Act, which the DOJ says is designed to expand access to unemployment benefits to self-employed workers, independent contractors, and others who would not otherwise be eligible. Baines possessed and used debit cards preloaded with unemployment benefits administered by the California Employment Development Department, EDD, the DOJ said in a statement announcing Baines' arrest. The debit cards were issued in the names of third parties, including identity theft victims. The applications for these debit cards listed addresses to which Baines had access in Beverly Hills and Koreatown. The DOJ says that during their investigation they discovered at least 92 debit cards that had more than $1.2 million in fraudulently obtained benefits, and that he had accessed more than $704,000 of those benefits through cash withdrawal, as well purchasing merchandise and other services with them. To make matters worse, Baines openly bragged about the fraudulent activity in one of his music videos. Said the DOJ, Baines bragged about his ability to defraud the EDD in a music video posted on YouTube and in postings to his Instagram account, under the handles Nuke Bizzle 1 and Nuke Bizzle 23. For example, Baines appears in a music video called EDD, in which he boasts about doing a My Swagger for EDD and holding up a stack of envelopes from EDD, getting rich by going to the bank with a stack of these, presumably a reference to the debit cards that come in the mail. A second rapper in the video intones, "You gotta sell cocaine, I just file a claim." Baines was subsequently arrested in Las Vegas, Nevada, on September 23 and was found with 8 debit cards, 7 of which were in the names of other persons, according to the DOJ. Baines now faces 3 federal charges in the case: access device fraud, aggravated identity theft, and interstate transportation of stolen property. If convicted of all of these charges, Baines would face a statutory maximum sentence of 22 years in federal prison. Let me know how you feel about these 3 cases in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.